I'll be reviewing the Scream series on Blu-ray disc. Now, a lot of people don't get what Scream represents, and it's about the obsession with horror films that we all have. You know, who was the killer in Friday the 13th? Not Jason. It was his mother. That's what Scream's all about. It's about knowing your horror films, answering the right questions, getting them right. Oh, you get a weird phone call in the night. What's your favorite scary movie? Come on! This is what I'm talking about, alright? Scream 1 is a classic. Now, if I was to rate Scream 1 out of 10, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Seriously, I love Scream 1. Now, Scream 2, not quite as good as the first movie, but still a very good film. I actually like Scream 2. And I will give Scream 2 actually a 10 out of 10 too, because I love the scene with Sarah Michelle Gellar. I mean, come on. Fantastic. Fantastic scene in there with her. We can't go wrong with her. I mean, come on. So I like Scream 2. The only thing I don't like about Scream 2 is the ending just doesn't... The movie feels very dark, and the ending just feels kind of... It just doesn't go right with the movie, you know what I mean? I think the ending should have been a little bit darker, but regardless of that, I still give it a 10 out of 10. I love Scream 2, one of my favorite horror films. I love watching Scream 1 and 2 back to back. Really great in the series. Now on to Scream 3. My least favorite Scream of them all. I mean, I like Scream 1 and 2, but Scream 3, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Scream 3 has a lot of problems in it. I think that Wes Craven just went too far overboard with the corny jokes in Scream 3. See, Scream 1 and Scream 2 had kind of like a reality to it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this could actually happen. Somebody could kill somebody at a movie theater. This could happen. You know, these weird situations could happen. Now, when you get to Scream 3, it's so over the top that you're questioning whether this is actually, you know, happening, and it's, you know, and then I don't know, and the twist at the end of the movie, not as dramatic as the original Scream, okay? The twist at the original Scream, wow, fantastic. 2 killers instead of 1. We get to the end of Scream 3 and we're just like, I already knew that guy was the killer. What was the point of this movie? I mean, as soon as I watched Scream 3, I already knew who the killer was. And if there's one thing that makes me mad, it's watching a movie where you know who the killer is. At least when I watched Scream 1 and 2, I had no idea it was those guys, you know. Of course you suspected them, but then you change your opinion when you're watching Scream 1. And you would change your opinion when you watch Scream 2. But when you watch the ending of Scream 3, you already know the ending. And that's the problem with the film. And the deaths just aren't as good as 1 and 2. You know what I mean? They're just not as dramatic. There's no Drew Barrymore scene where her guts are coming out. You know what I'm saying? I think Scream 3 just too corny, too kiddie. Come on. So anyways, if you didn't know, Scream 4 is coming out in April. And I'm very excited about it. I hope Wes Craven goes back to his hardcore roots and starts making Scream scary again. I'm serious, Wes Craven. If you're watching this video, you better be making this movie hardcore. I am serious, man. I'm really excited about it, but you better go back to your roots, man. I know that you produced that Last House on the Left remake of your film. By the way, Last House on the Left, the original, is a remake of Virgin Spring from 1960. Apparently, Wes Craven's Scream 4 is gonna parody remakes, which is ironic because Wes Craven is being a hypocrite because he's already produced some of his own remakes and he remade 2 films in the past. Last House on the Left is a remake of Virgin Spring from the 1960s. He also did a remake, Carnival of Souls. So there you have it. Wes Craven already did 2 remakes. So now he's poking fun at remakes even though he produced remakes and made 2 of his own. I find it ironic. I call him a hypocrite. I'm calling you a hypocrite, Wes Craven. I think you're awesome, but you are a hypocrite. Okay? But that's the funny thing about Wes Craven. He's always poking fun at things that he does. You know, he made Scream 2 and he was poking fun at sequels. He made Scream 3, he was poking fun at a trilogy. Now he's making Scream 4 and he's poking fun at remakes even though he produced some of his own remakes and he made 2 remakes in the past. It's just hilarious, bro. But that's the genius of Wes Craven. Scream is not only just a horror film, but it has a little bit of comedy elements mixed in, and that's what makes Scream such a great series. But I say don't go too far with the corny. Keep the elements of comedy in, but also make it dark too and very gory and graphic. Now, Wes Craven has always commented on the fact that he was censored too much making the Scream movies. So I hope that Wes Craven, you're putting, the thing on your company here and that you're going to make them totally hardcore. Let's face it, we live in a world now where nothing is out of the ordinary. Saw, Hostel, you can pretty much do anything you want now. So Wes Craven, let's see an unrated director's cut of Scream 4 at the movie theater in April, shall we? Now I just wanted to show you the package. The Scream trilogy on Blu-ray disc is available in Canada. Now this is not the 1080p transfer, but the 1080i transfer, but very good quality. No special features, which, you know what? I picked it up for $27 at Walmart. So who cares if it doesn't have any special features? Do I really want to pay $40 and get special features? Do I really want to pay $40 and have it in a 1080p transfer? I don't think so. Because I got all the 3 films right here in 1080i, which is just as good as to me. I watch movies on my PVR in 1080i. So, a lot of people on YouTube are complaining about, oh, it's not full 1080p. It has to be 1080p qualities to be the best in the whole world. I don't care. Okay? When Scream 4 comes out, yeah, I'll get that on 1080p. But if I can pay $27 and get them in 1080i, oh yeah, I'm going to go pick them up and get them. I suggest all of you go out there to Walmart and buy this. And if you're American, go order this on eBay or Amazon. It's worth it. It's a beautiful transfer. I like the color quality of the picture on Scream 1. I give it a 9 out of 10. There is a little bit of grain in some scenes, but overall, really nice transfer. A really nice transfer on part 2. I give it a 10 out of 10 on the transfer. Part 3, I would give it 10 out of 10 too. Very nice transfer. All in all, the Scream trilogy is a really great series. There's some elements of Scream 3 that I like. Neve Campbell coming back, I just like to see her performance in it. And Scream 1 and 2 are definitely my favorite out of the series. And I am very excited for Scream 4. So I will check it out and I'll do a review of it in April. I'll try the series. Pick up the Blu-ray disc. Fantastic trilogy. Check it out. Wes Craven, you are a genius. And I'm excited for Scream 4. Oh yeah. So anyways, pick it up and everyone, have a great night.